Hello, Sean Scott here, and just like I promised, this is credit tip number 2, removing collections. Let's jump right. The first thing you're going to need to do is order all 3 of your credit reports from each of the credit reporting bureaus. This is a screenshot of all 3, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, their mailing addresses, and their phone numbers. If you have not already ordered a credit report this year, you actually have the right to have 1 free credit report per bureau per year. And what you're going to do is take and send. It's 2 ways to do it. The first way is mailing it. Take and photocopy your driver's license and social security card and mail it to the addresses that you see on the screen, or you can call the phone numbers that you see on the screen. Me personally, calling the numbers, sometimes you get people, their English is not all that great. You get a whole lot of waiting on the phone, and sometimes you just cannot get through. I would advise you just go ahead and send a letter in, and usually within a couple of weeks to no more than 30 days, they'll go ahead and send you your credit reports. Also, you can actually go to a website, I believe it's called annualcreditreport.com. I think that's it, annualcreditreport.com. And on that website, you can actually gain access to all 3 of your credit reports. You will just have to answer some security questions. There's also another website called My Credit Check Total. Excuse me, that's wrong. It's actually called creditchecktotal.com. You go there and you'll pay $1 and you will get access to all 3 of your credit reports and scores. But you will have to cancel your membership before day 7, or they will charge you anywhere from $30 to $50 if you do not cancel before the 7th day. So let's go ahead and order your credit reports. Now, when you get them, you're going to review your reports for accuracy. Why is that important? Because credit bureaus do not validate what creditors report to them. If I was a creditor and you defaulted on your loan or account with me, and I contacted the 3 bureaus, I would simply have to fill out an application, answer some questions, pay a fee, and then they will simply report without what I tell them. So they don't verify this information, and that's very important because there are always errors. And all information on your credit profiles must be identical across all 3 bureaus. That means Equifax cannot be different from TransUnion, and Experian cannot be different from Equifax. If you owe $1,000 on Equifax, it can't say you owe $999 on Experian or $998 on TransUnion. All the information must be identical across all 3 bureaus. You also want to check for accounts that you are not familiar with. This is kind of like the court of law, right? Criminal court. You're innocent until proven guilty. When you look at your credit reports, I don't care if an account looks like, yeah, maybe yours. No, you don't admit that. Put the bureaus to work. In your letter formulation, you're going to say that, hey, I am not familiar with this account. So they're going to have to verify it. They have to verify that the account belongs to you, or the accounts belong to you. It is not the other way around. You do not have to prove to them that they don't. They have to prove to you that they do, or they have to remove them. Don't forget that. That's good information. Okay. You also have the right to dispute anything that is incomplete or inaccurate. That's important. Out of all the credit reports that I've seen, which is, it's been a lot, I've never seen where all of the information was complete and accurate across the board. Something was always either incomplete or inaccurate, or both. Here's an example of incomplete. If you have an account that does not show the date that you opened that account, then, or allegedly opened that account, then that is incomplete. And going back to what we just talked about a minute ago, if you if an account on one of the credit reports or bureaus say that you owe XYZ, but yet the other 2 or one of the other 3 has a different amount, then that is inaccurate. So all information has to be complete and accurate, and this is law. Credit bureaus must verify or delete disputed items within 30 days. That is the maximum amount of time that they have to either verify or delete. So that's why it becomes very important when you send out these letters, and I'll remind you of this again in part 3, when you send these letters out, to make sure that you do certified mail. Okay, so that you'll have proof of when you sent that information in and when it was received, because the 30-day period will begin at the point of receipt. So make sure you do that. That's important. Okay, this is a direct quote out of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and it says if a consumer reporting agency, that's one of the big three, violates the FCRA, the consumer, that's you, has the right to take legal action and seek financial remuneration, whatever the world, for damages per violation. So basically what it's saying is this: if they violate any of the rules, if any one of these credit reporting agencies violate any other rules that's laid out in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, that is federal administrative law. If they violate, you can take them to court and sue them for damages. Basically, that's what it's saying. So don't. Next time we're going to talk about, in credit tip 3, dispute letter construction. That's when we put the letter together. I'm going to show you exactly what to write, how to write it. I'll probably show you some examples, and I'm going to show you how to construct it in such a way that it will virtually guarantee that you will be able to get those derogatory accounts or collection accounts or whatever off of your credit report. Okay, so I'll see you next time in credit tip number 3. I hope this has helped somebody. Until next time, have a good one.